All right, so now we're recording and we are good to go. So again, good night to all. Welcome. First, a couple of things. On your screen, you should be seeing a few different icons, perhaps where you can use some emotions. If you like something that I say, if you don't like something that I say, there's a thumbs up, thumbs down. Um, if I'm speaking too fast, I think I made it where you can actually hit a button that will let me know that to either slow down or to speed up. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Okay, so for those who don't know me, my name is Liver Bank. I currently go by the name of GhostFX right now because of recently making a decision to go public with the fact that I trade Forex and so on. Most persons that know me for a while would have never had a clue that that is something that I did. Why? Because I believe in multiple streams of income, and I like to challenge myself. I simply looked at Forex and decided that I wanted to do it a while back, and got started and started to study and get myself trained and pretty much a lot of what I do now is literally from me spending day in, day out, night and day studying multiple charts and multiple patterns and multiple strategies and following multiple people, that were doing very well in it and just basically self-taught. Then one of the very important things I did was get myself a mentor. People don't understand how important it is to get a mentor. It is so critical to your success. Some folks believe that they can just go online, watch 10, 15 videos on YouTube, and now they're an expert. Well, I can assure you, it doesn't really work that way. And yeah, you may get lucky, and you may plug in a couple trades, and you may hit it in the right way, and you make some money. But I assure you that that excitement will die out very quickly when you start to get the losing trades. Everything is great when you're making money, but it's when you start to lose it that you start to doubt yourself. All right. Nonetheless, I want this webinar to be pretty much to the point. I want it to be very short. I don't want it to be a long, drawn out webinar. My training, guys, is going to be probably different to a lot of what you see online. I'm not going to be all fancy and all that shit. I'm really not interested in that. Yes, I may say shit every now and then. Um, so what? All right. But yeah, we're just gonna keep it basic, and I'm gonna show you guys some of what I do, and what I do to make money in this industry. So if you're brand new to Forex, let me tell you, this is a very very exciting industry. Um, it is something that it can make you or it can break you. It can make you a tremendous amount of money very very quickly, and it can cause you to lose a tremendous amount of money very very quickly as well. So you definitely don't want to jump into this unless you understand from the get-go that there are risks involved. I am not going to tell you that this is all a bed of roses and you're going to make a tremendous amount of money and never have losses. That would be a lie. Is it easy? The best way I can answer that is to say it can be simplified. When you understand anything could be easy once you understand what you're doing. If you talk to a rocket scientist about is it easy, he might tell you, yeah. Is quantum physics easy? Yeah. If you understand it, mathematics easy for a mathematician? Yes, it is. Is English easy for an English teacher? Yes, it is. And there are a lot of people who don't know English. So anything can be simplified if you know what you're doing. What I'd like to show persons is just the absolute basic nuts and bolts. I'm really not interested in all the fancy stuff. I'll tell you this: when I got started trading Forex last year, uh, I was out there looking at all these different indicators and all these different things, and I'm like, man, you got to know a lot of stuff. There are some myths that I got to tell you. I had this myth in my head for years because I was introduced to Forex years ago when I used to trade stock options. Myself and another business partner, we actually had a company where we taught persons how to trade on the stock exchange, stock options. So it's pretty similar, but still some differences. And I remember looking at Forex, and I remember someone telling me, hey, don't mess with Forex, man. It's the absolute most risky thing you could do. And I actually told people, don't do Forex. It is too risky. I said that. It's funny because that's why you don't just listen to people, man. And for years, literally for years, I never touched it. Last year, with one of my other companies online, I was looking at starting this company. I wish I did. Some of you may already know what I'm talking about, Flow Money System. And I was doing what I call profit share, where, the members of my company, they will earn um, profits generated by the company on a daily basis, which worked out to about 1% per day for a period of 150 days. Pretty awesome returns, consistent. A lot of other companies came up and literally disappeared. And up to today, we are still going strong, and persons are still receiving those daily payments. And one of the things that was being used to generate income was Forex trading. And I never really mentioned that part, you know. Didn't want to really put it out there yet. Nonetheless, just to give you guys a quick story, over the last few weeks, I was asked by a few people to start a group and share what I do. I did not plan to do it initially, but I eventually did, and here we are. So let's kind of get into how you can make $1,000 in Forex, and what is the real purpose of GhostFX and all of this. Let's be clear about one thing: GhostFX is not a company. I get that question pretty much every day. Someone is asking me, "Hey, this company that you're a part of, that you joined," I'm like, "Hold a minute, I'm not part of any company dealing with Forex." GhostFX is just the name of the group. My nickname is Ghost, and I just thought it would be nice to kind of keep going with that. So we've got Ghosts, and FX obviously would be Forex. How to make up to $1,000 per day trading Forex. I'm actually going to show you how you can do that. It's quite possible. For a lot of people, they never saw that as being a possibility, but I can tell you, as a matter of fact, that it is very, very possible to do so. But let's kind of get into the basics. How do you get started? What's the first thing that you want to do? Well, the first thing is you want to set your trading account up. Okay. Let me see. Are you guys seeing the next screen? I just want to make sure, because I've got two screens here. One just moved and the other did not. Just let me know in the chat if you can. If you can see the second screen that is called Getting Started. Are you guys seeing that? I want to be sure before I move on. Yeah, just someone in the chat. Just let me know if you're seeing the second screen. Let's see here. No, you're not seeing that second screen. Okay. Oh, there we go. How about now? Are you seeing it now? You should be seeing a screen saying get. Yeah? Okay. Okay, so I see what you got to do. Sorry, I just only set up these additional monitors today, so kind of getting used to the different things that they do. All right. So one of the first things that you want to do is you want to get your broker account set up. Okay. Now I have multiple accounts at different brokers. All right. However, I would say that one of my favorite brokers right now is Tradersway. I work with Tradersway. And one of the first things that you want to do is you want to go ahead and set your Tradersway account up. If you are part of the GhostFX group, when you join, you'll see that there's a pinned message at the top of our chat. And when you click that, there's a link there to set up your Tradersway account. It is an affiliate link, so as persons join through that, I get a bit of a drawback from helping you guys make money. It allows me to get a small percentage of your profits. I think is nice. I think it's fair, and I do appreciate it. So if you can use that link, that would be much appreciated. The more money I help you guys make, then I get a little small percentage for doing that as well. Okay, so you want to go ahead and do that. Set your account up. You go to the website via the link in our group, and of course you want to have your MetaTrader 4 app. You can download this on your cell phone, your mobile phone, your tablet, and this is the actual platform that you're gonna use to perform your trades and so on your mobile phone. Now you can do it, of course, on your laptop, your desktop, and so on as well. You can setup, when you're set up, you're going to see different types of accounts. Select ECN, all right? And you work with that, complete the registration. And once you've done that, the next step would be to verify your account. Once you've verified your account, then you're able to you can add your funds and start trading and so on. All right, you're gonna have the option of having a demo account, or you can have a live account, or you can have both. I have live accounts. I'll be honest with you, I've never used the demo. And now there are many persons that will tell you always use the demo first. Always practice on the demo. I'll tell you why I personally have never ever even logged into a demo account. I've set it up and I was like, not even bothering. And I've never used it. And my reason is on a demo account, you might get $50,000, you might get $1,000,000 that you can practice with. Awesome. And you get your strategies, you get your trades, and you start to apply. Here's the thing: when you've got $100,000 and you can spend at any given trade, you're spending $1,000 US per trade and more. You see, it's easy when it's fake money. There are things that you're not going to do in your live account that you will quickly and easily do in your demo account. So it means that it's not really a realistic representation of how you will trade. Because if you start to lose money in a demo account, you might be like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it. It's probably gonna turn back and go the direction I want. So I'm just gonna leave it and let it do its thing. In a live account, when you see that you're down by $600-700 or 200-300, all of a sudden it's not such a nice feeling. You're like, you know what, let me jump out. And you jump out and you take a loss. So I personally wanted to trade under pressure. I put in a couple $1,000, and I started to do my thing under pressure. I intentionally wanted to know what it felt like to trade with real money and make losses. Well, I didn't want to know what it feels like to make losses, but obviously I made losses. And that is where I learned most of my lessons, what not to do. Trust me. The best teacher is losing money, but you don't want to intentionally do that. Okay, good. So you've set your accounts up, you've got your apps and so on your phone. The next thing that you want to do, actually, before we kind of go into that, is just to show you what's really been happening here. Folks have been asking me about this GhostFX and is it really working? Are people really making money? It's really interesting. Man, we've got people making money every single day. It's absolutely crazy. People are loving it. I had a good friend of mine last night, literally last night. Frankie was messaging me. We're talking on Telegram. He's like, bro, I now got my account verified. I'm now about to get it funded. And sometime into the night, we were already into the trades. We were doing our thing. And he's like, yo, I'm funded. And I just plugged him in with some trades to start running. And let me tell you, that was his first time ever trading Forex. Ever. And he made actually this one here in the middle. I'm not sure if you guys, let me just put my pointer on laser pointer. Oh, here we go. So this one here in the middle, this is Frankie. All right. So he put $100 in, and check this out. Deposit 99.76. I ain't lying. All right. He made a profit of basically $80. This was by the next day. Well, actually, this was the same night, really. All right. This is the same night. He made $80. And yes, this is a live account. Now, here's the thing. He bought a one full lot. Shouldn't have done that though. He should have done that. But you see, he kind of jumped in, put the wrong figure in. Now here's the thing, we're gonna talk about that. You gotta be really careful with your lot size, guys. If this had gone against him, that could have blown his account. Blowing account means basically that you get wiped out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, hey, our trades are solid, so he was good to go. But you want to be very, very careful. You got to always make sure that when you're trading, you're using proper risk management. Some traders have a rule of not using more than 1% or trading more than 1% of their account balance. Some traders have a rule of not more than 2%. All right. Me personally, well, I kind of break rules. I like breaking rules, but I would say if you're brand new, you want to do that, 1 to 2%, and probably no more until you get more experience and until your account balance grows, that you can take bigger risks and bigger chances based on solid analysis. Okay? You don't just do it. Don't make this a guessing game. Don't make this gambling. Don't make this just a luck and chance thing. If you try to do that with Forex, you will get beaten. All right, and it doesn't take long. You get beaten fast. All right, I've got another one over here. New account just started, and so this one, I think this one was I don't remember if this one was my brother. I think this one was my brother. Right, again, newbie to the industry, literally came in to the, and it was asking me, "Yo, what is this Forex thing, man? What is this? You got to talk to me about this. How does it work?" And within his first day of opening his account, well, here we see $52.20 at the time. But his first 24 hours, he made like 105 or 125 bucks US in his first 24 hours. I want you to ask yourself right now, how many things that you've been in, how many things you've joined, been involved in, you know, and within your first 24 hours, you're able to make 100 and something bucks with having absolutely zero experience in doing it. It's crazy. We got another one over here. For instance, made my first trade last night. Started with $100, and as you can see here now, boom, 178 US dollars there. So it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. What's been happening here? You got Keisha Lewis saying it. So guys, I copied the GhostFX signal using my demo account on TradeAway and made $1.49 profit. Now you might say, well, oh my gosh, it's only $1.49. But here's the thing: if you can win small, but you can win consistent, the only difference between $10 and $100 is your lot size. It's the only difference between $100 and $1,000 is your lot size. All right. So you gotta understand that, but you want to make sure that you're winning consistently first, and once you're doing that and you're comfortable, then you can go ahead and you start to do bigger lot sizes, of course, based on your account, how your account starts. These are some more here. Then at the bottom, this is one sent to me by I think this was sent to me by my brother. $350 US the balance. Equity is 619. Let me explain the difference between the two. What is the balance and what's the equity? If you've got a balance of $350, if you can see this here to the left, that is how much money you actually have in your account. Okay. Now, the credit that you get, you see, when you start with Traders Way, you can actually opt to get bonus credit, which is why I love Traders Way. You get this bonus credit, and you can trade with this bonus credit. Okay, you can get up to 100% bonus if you so desire. Now, it's not your money; it is just kind of like a loan, so to speak. All right. So you can opt to take it, or you can choose not to take it. I think it just makes sense to take it. All right. I trade with it and make money with it. Okay. So you get some credit, but check this out. Equity is 619.59. Now, let me explain the difference between the balance and the equity. If you have, let's say, $100 in a trade, okay? No, let's say you've got $500 in your balance, and you've got some trades running, and those trades, they're not closed off, they're still open, okay? And currently the profit on all those trades combined is $100. Well, it means that your equity is going to be $600, which is your balance of 5 plus the 100 potential dollars that is there for you to earn if you were to close those trades out immediately. So it says, hey, you're up by $100. If I close these trades off right now, I will be up by my equity will be showing me $600, and that is how much money I would have if I close them out. Now, if you're down by $100 in your trading, that is, the trades are still open, but they're in the negative right now. Instead of saying 500, you would see your equity would be showing you $400, which means that if you were to close these trades out right now, you would be in negative, not negative, but you would be down by an extra $100, and your balance would actually reflect and show $400 instead. Okay, I hope everyone understands that. Then you've got your margin and your margin level percentage. Now, I pay attention to the margin level percentage, because if that gets too low, what will happen is you can blow your account. And what the broker will do, since they're lending you additional money, they will close all your trades out to kind of save themselves, to kind of as a drawback. They don't want, to everything to be gone. So they would close off what they need to close off. So if you are down by say 500 US, waiting for a pattern to form, but you know that 500 is going to be wiped out, and you're going to go back in a profit. You got to understand something. Your account needs to be able to handle a certain amount of loss, because if it gets too close, guess what? The broker is going to automatically, they're going to shut it off, and you're going to have to take that loss. So this is why proper proper money management is absolutely key. You don't want to get cocky, and you don't want to put yourself in a position to blow your account. And don't think that I've never blown an account, first of all, but don't think that I haven't lost big. I've lost thousands of dollars as well. I've had days where I lost like $3,000. You know what I mean? I know a guy that he lost about 75,000 US dollars in a day. So if you lose $20 or $30, trust me, you're doing all right. Okay? You can lose a lot of money if you don't use proper risk management and money management. But if you're doing it right, if you understand what you're doing, you can be consistent. These are two of my recent wins. All right. Obviously, I'm not going to go back months behind and pull up everything. But like I said, I only recently went public and started to post stuff on Instagram and Facebook and what's not. And I'm actually excited about teaching and helping other persons. It's feeling pretty good. So I'm decided to kind of go really full into helping persons understand this Forex game. So as you can see here, this is not a demo account, by the way. Let me just put that out there, okay? I do not use demo accounts. This is one of my trading accounts. As you see, for that day, you can check these timestamps. This is on the 4th of April, 4th to 4th to 4th to 4th, 4th, 4th. See, you got 2 losses there, another loss there, another loss there, 4th, 4th. So all of these are wins, and this is just a screenshot. There's obviously a lot more trades that went on, but for that day, I generated about 1,171 US. Actually, this was by 11 o'clock in the morning that this happened. So this was before lunch. Just recently on the 10th. Today is what? What date is today? Today is the 11th. Oh shoot, my bad. So this was yesterday, basically. Based on the time, based on the server time, it seemed like a bit further. So it's, their day starts earlier than when my time zone will start. So this was basically yesterday, and as you can see, for the day I generated 2,200 and well, actually, this wasn't really for the day. This was also by around 11 o'clock in the morning. So just so you know, 2,241 US dollars. This was for half of a day's work. I want you to think about that for a second, and you would realize why GhostFX group is just going crazy. It's amazing the amount of response that we've been having in our group, and the results have been absolutely amazing. Let's talk charts. Let's talk some charts. Okay, so we're gonna analyze this. We're gonna spend a little time here just kind of looking at this and getting a feel for what are some of the things that you can look for in a trade. Okay, now I would subscribe anyone, or I would tell anyone to subscribe to babypits.com. There's some fantastic information on there. You can even subscribe to their channel on Telegram, and every day they're putting out good information, hints, tips, strategies. Very good place to pick up some information. All right, so you can check that out. Now let's look at these 2 charts. Now, first one here, this is a trade. This is GBP JPY. GBP JPY would be the British pound over the Japanese yen. Now, basically, guys, when you see a pair on a pair name, the first ticker symbols you see, like the JBP, over or before the JPY, indicates that you're looking for that. You're looking at the pound being stronger than the yen, or you could win in both ways. You can make money on that in both ways, whether it goes up or whether it goes down. This is not like stocks where you make money if it goes up only. You can make money when it also goes down. All right, that's the beautiful thing about trading stock options or Forex. What you notice here is very, very simple. Keep it very, very simple for you guys. It's what we call trend lines. Okay, see this white line that's drawn all up here, and see got another one up here. Trend lines. Now, trend lines you use to find something called support or resistance, or what some persons may call support equals resistance. Okay, and that's very, very important because you want to think of it this way. In Forex, you've got the bull market, you've got the bear market, you've got the bulls and the bears. The bulls are anything when you talk about bull runs or what's not, you're talking about going up. You're talking about the trend, you're talking about the stock, the pair going up in upward direction. If you're talking about a bear run, you're talking about the trend going down or the trade going in a downward direction. Okay, so obviously, if you were to look at this particular example, you see here that we're going in an upward movement, indicating that this is an overall general direction of up in the trend. Okay, we could talk about time frames. If you look to the top, you see H4, that stands for the 4-hour time frame. In other words, every single little candle in between here represents 4 hours. Okay, you can switch between different time frames. You've got the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 1 minute, 5 minute, the month. Some different brokers give you different time frames as well that you could tap into. But I really don't think that you need much more than the basic ones. I hardly use the minute time frame unless I'm looking for a very, very tight entry into a trade. But we'll talk about that probably perhaps in another webinar. If we cover it tonight, well then cool. All right, so let's look at the basics. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 points. What does that mean? When you have a trade that you're looking at, what you want to try to identify very early is, the stop points, the support lines and the resistance points. The resistance refers to the level above, okay? Think of it like the roof level. You're going to see situations where the trade is going to move in and you're going to see the candles bouncing up and bouncing down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Money can be made with all those ups and downs, okay? Some people do what they call scalping, which, is get in, jump out quickly. I used to do that shit when I was an amateur. I don't do much scalping right now. I look for big money and big pips, okay? But some people enjoy that. They rather sit down in front of a computer the entire day, burn their eyeballs out, and try to grab every single upward movement and every single downward movement. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. It is a strategy. Me personally, I don't really like trading like that anymore. Okay. So check this out. This section I'm circling here. May ask this question, guys. So you're gonna need to. You can use your chat. You can type it. All right. So it's kind of like a question and answer. We're gonna have some fun with it. All right. So we've already identified the direction of the trend. So can you tell me right where I'm circling right now? What is that? Is that support or is that resistance? Real quick. If you want to use your mic, oh no, you can't use your mic. I put that on mute because some folks keep it on. You can use the chat and tell me right here. This point that I'm circling, is this support or is this resistance? Let's see if you guys are paying attention. Okay, so Matley says support, Winfield says resistance. All right, any other takers? We got one support, we got resistance. All right, let me just keep circling so you guys can see what I'm referring to right here. Support or resistance, support or resistance. Well, just for the sake of time, this would be support. Remember, resistance is above, support is below, okay? You can think of support as the foundation, the bottom level, okay? Resistance being the roof level. So check this pattern out here. You see it goes from the bottom, and check the trend. It goes up, but just it comes back down. It goes up, back down, up, back down. But based on the time frame that we're using, you don't pay attention to any of this. None of this matters. None of this in between here matters. And the reason it doesn't matter is because when you're looking at your charts and the time frames, you're going to base your trend analysis based on that time frame alone. So it touched here and then it touched here. It touched the top. Did you notice that it hardly broke it? Maybe a little barely a tape, which is probably just a fake out either way. But it touched this trend line, then it went back down, and it didn't touch it here though. You realize that it didn't touch it, but nonetheless, it went down close to it, back up. It went close to touching it, back down. It touched it up here. You see, right here. I actually should have drawn a line right there. So it goes from down to up. Come back down to the trend line, doesn't break it, back up, doesn't break it, back down, doesn't break it, back up, doesn't break it, back down. And you see it touches here. Does it break it? No. It goes back up again, back down. Does it break it? No, it doesn't. Then it goes back up. When you see a situation like this where you've got it doesn't break that point, that tells you that you've got a strong support line that you can use. Okay, same thing with the resistance. You draw your trend line, so now what you can do, now that you can tell, okay, I found the channel, you can start to plot your trades and your analysis based on that, because it gives you somewhat of an idea as to which direction it's going to go. Now, you see I've got something here highlighted, and I call it double top. What is a double top? Well, a double top is just one of the many patterns that you can look out for when you're trading. There's so many different ones. I'm going to show you guys a few of them so that you will kind of get an idea as to what to look out for. The double top, when you see a double top, it generally indicates that a breakout is coming in an upward direction, generally. All right, sometimes it may go down, but it tells you, hey, something's about to happen. Okay, so if you check this out, you see it goes boop, up there, back down, and then the next point is almost identical. It's almost the same place that the first one was. So that tells you, okay, that tells you that it's a double top. Then you've got head and shoulders, and I'm going to show you guys some information. So again, with double tops, expect a breakout. That breakout sometimes could be up. That breakout sometimes could be down. Okay. If you look here to the right, this is another analysis that I would have done and posted in our group recently. And just to show you the strength of the support line, you see we got here 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches. It goes up all the way up, and then boom, all the way back down. Touch again, all the way up, all the way up. Oh man, if you got in on here and you just rolled that puppy all the way up there, oh my goodness. Woo! Pitted, nothing but pips, man. Then you come down, watch it right back down. And what does it do? Does it break all the way down? No, it doesn't. It just touches it again. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different touches on the same line. Oh, baby, you know that that's a strong support line right there. All right? You draw that support line, you got it in. Now, the thing about drawing it is you get 2 points and you draw that line. Like I heard one guy say, which was actually kind of interesting. He said, 1, 2, go straight through. That was a nice way to remember it. 1, 2, go straight through, right? And you just kind of look out. And wherever you find that has the most touches, tells you the indication that that could be a strong support, or on the flip side, a strong resistance line. These lines can be drawn either horizontally or vertically. Okay, it's not necessarily always vertical. Like for example, sometimes you can have a support line. Like if you look at this support line here, all right, you can see here touch, right? It was resistance there, but then the trade went up above, come back down, and then what it became? Support. So support equals resistance because it started one way, trade broke above, but then it came back down, and what was support now becomes resistance. Sorry, what was resistance now becomes support. All right, and then you have it down here again, it falls back down. So now what is support once again becomes resistance. Goes up and then right down there, boom, right back up. And check when it goes back up right here, check it. Resistance, pause, goes up, back down, fake out that little candle wick that comes down here. Don't pay attention to that, it's a trick. All right, look at the candle itself, boom. Wick pushes down, but where does it actually close? Right back on the support line, boom, bang, and then goes right up. All right, so I hope you guys get a better understanding of the support, the resistance, and so on. It makes a huge, so much difference, more difference when you understand how to draw, where to look, and how to identify your support and your resistance lines. Now, let's look at a couple different formations. Remember, we just spoke about the double top, and we saw that breakout. Let's go back so you can see that again. Here we go. Boom. Double top, went down, and then shot right up. All right. Major pips, baby. Now, here is an example of diagram showing you a number of different type of formations, okay? And to the right, I put some, some examples of what to look for. You got the chart pattern, double top, you got double bottom, head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, rising wedge, falling wedge, bearish rectangle, bearish pennant, all this stuff. I actually, have a book and I have some of these things drawn out and I keep them close. I mean, I really don't look at it too much now because, obviously, after a while you get used to it. You know what to look for. You know what to look for. But when I started out, I would have my book, and I still have that book, and I would know checking the book. Okay, you know what? That looks like that's a wedge. Boom, and I know what to do. Right? You can do something like that. Now, if you look at this formation here, this pattern, check it out. M and W formations. Whenever you see a M formation or a W formation, it tells you that there's something about to happen. Okay, let's put that to the test. So we got a M formation right here. And what happened after that M formation? Boom, it actually went down into a W formation. So something definitely about to happen. An M and then a W. Boom, what's happened? M, up, down. Actually, the double top. If you check it, the double top right there as well. Remember what I said about double tops? What did I say about double tops, guys? When you see a double top, something's about to happen. All right? It actually traced right down into a W. So this is like a inverted double top. You know what I mean? And check what happened right after that. Oh, shot right up, right up, right up, right up. Crazy. Nothing but pips. Nothing but pips. Check it out. But check what happens. You realize there's a up, then there's a pullback. There's a up, then there's a pullback. Then there's a up. Now here's the thing you gotta always remember. Wherever there's a movement, there's gonna be a retracement. What do I mean by that? It means if you're looking at this, okay, you gotta move here. Up, retracement, up, retracement, up, retracement, up, retracement. So sometimes what would happen is you see a trade is going, and then you just see it start to come back. You're like, oh, it's turning on me. Let me jump out of that trade. It's about to go the opposite direction. Nope. That is the market. It's going through retracement period. And this is why you don't ever want to set your stop losses too close. Me, I'll be honest with you, I hardly ever use stop losses. Now, would I suggest to follow that? No, don't. Use your stop losses. All right. The guy that mentored me, he makes thousands of dollars a day. If you think 1 or 2,000 a day is something, you don't want to see what this guy makes. And he's like, yo, dude, I don't use stop losses. I don't ever use stop losses or none of that stuff. But I would suggest if you're new to Forex, please use your stop losses always. Stop losses are really for, if you know that you are not going to be there to monitor the trade and you expect that, something may happen that may catch you off guard, you want to make sure that you are protected. So you set your stop loss so that in the event your trade switches and turns in the opposite direction against you, that it jumps you out of the trade and you don't end up blowing your account and losing all your money. That's what a stop loss really is for. If you know you're going to be in front of your computer or your laptop, whatever, sitting watching this stuff, then you can monitor it. Because at the end of the day, the stop loss means that the profit I just made, I'm going to lose it. Yeah, I may not lose as much money. I may not lose all my money, but I'm in this to make profits, not to get it and then lose it. Some persons would, set their stop loss just below the point of their entry. That's fine. The reason for that is obviously not that you want to give up all your profits, but because of retracement. It might retrace back to the level of entry before it shoots up. So you don't want to have a situation where it hits, it comes back, it jumps you out the trade. You're like, oh shit, I just lost my money. My profit, sorry. But then it shoots up. And you're like, the hell? You don't want that. So watch the retracement, okay? And if you look at the retracement, it goes up. And when it comes down, does it come all the way down? No. If you look at this line here when it goes up, and then you look at this line here when it comes down, about how much percentage would you say this line here is of this longer line? Anyone, go right now. Boom. How much percentage would you say this line here is of this line here? About what? Give me a number. Anyone. Don't all answer at the same time. All right, so we got about 30%. Natalie says about 30% or so. Let's see. Yeah, 20%. Okay, good. So about 20%, 30%. So what does that tell you? It tells you that if that happens, that this is not a big enough threat to the movement of this original movement. So because it's not a big enough threat to this original movement, it continues up. Then it's tested again. So it's tested once more. Again, now if we were to look at this line compared to this original movement, about how much percentage do we have now? How much percentage is this drawback of this particular movement here? Anyone? Real quick. Let's get it. About 10%. Okay, good. And that is true. So again, what does that tell you? It tells you that this is not any major threat to this. So it just continues as it was all along. Okay? So you got to keep that in mind. If you're driving a vehicle and you hit something and it hit a wall and it knocks you back all the way, well then you know you're in trouble. But if you hit something and it doesn't knock you back too far, you know, probably then it wasn't probably that serious a threat. So it continues on a trend. Now, here's what happens. Remember, you've got your trend channel up here. All right. You've got your resistance, and at the bottom here, you've got your support. So being that it hits the resistance, check what happens again. It taps the resistance, it retraces. And what does it do? Another W here is formed. Retraces all the way down. So if you were to look at from here all the way up here, it retraces. But again, how much is this line compared to the movement of this movement? Probably about 30% or so again. Doesn't threaten it. You see what's happening here, guys. So it goes up, comes back down. Now check it. It comes back down, all right? And then it pushes back up again. Why? One of the things you always want to keep in mind, and if you're taking notes, you want to take this note. Never trade, or you don't really ever trade against the general trend. Now, there are going to be some cases where you may take some trades that you're getting quickly. You know, like if you see a trend on the weekly chart, the monthly chart, you know, the daily chart even, and you may see some movements on the 1 hour chart that you can actually take in the opposite direction. But as a general rule, if you can find a setup that has, and this is what I do for every trade, right? This is what I do for every trade. When I look at a pair, the first thing that I check is the general trend. I go to the larger time frames, which would be like, you know, the monthly, the daily. Sometimes I check the H4, which is the 4 hour chart, but I generally use the monthly and the daily. All right. And I check to see what the general overall trend is. And if it's up, then I'm checking that particular trade to see if the movement that is about to make is an upward movement. When all those things align, I know that I have a very good potential setup. All right. So keep that in mind. Let's look further at this before we move into other stuff, though. So we've covered the W formations and the M formations. We've covered the retracements. You've got the double tops, and of course, you've got the triple tops. Okay, or as you can see here, boom, touch, retracement, retest, retracement, confirm, blast off. Let me do that again. So you've gone up. Okay, you've touched, retrace. Retest. Is it strong? We're retesting it. Retrace. Touch again. Now we see again, you got that little point up there, that little wick that shot over. Again, that's a fake move. That's the market makers trying to grab your money in case you had any you know, stops up there or anything, you know, so they were gonna push up to it, touch it, trigger you into a trade, but then trick you, and actually it's not going up. You think it's going up, but the bastards trick you. It's actually going down. Touch, retrace, confirm, sorry, retest, retrace, confirm, blast off. And then check what happens here. So in this section here, you've got what we call consolidation. Okay, consolidation basically is when the market is neither going up nor down. It's more in a lateral direction. Okay, so you got here, you know, up and down and up and down and up and down, but it's not really going anywhere. Volatility is your friend in trading. Okay, you got to remember that. So you want volatility, you want movement. If it's not moving, it's like a woman. You know, you don't want a woman that ain't moving. You don't want a woman that's dead in bed. You want a woman that has some volatility. If she's dead in bed, you have, or a man for that matter, if you're a woman, listen to this. You want volatility. You need some up and down movements. Okay. Now, so same thing if you're trading. You don't want lateral movements. You don't want from side to side. You don't want just steady on the same spot. Nothing is happening. You want some serious movement. Okay. So check what's happening here. In these movements before, waist, 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 nothing but waist, nothing but waist. Over here, well, him or her is just wasting time. Okay? So in most cases, you don't really trade in this section. Okay? You don't really trade in this section. Because there's not much volatility. But check what happens. You see this W, boom, 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 boom. And then what happens? Shoots down. Never fails. Retracement, again. So you see the same thing happening here as what happened over here. It shoots down, retrace. This is about, if you look at the length of this movement to the length of this movement, is not enough to threaten this movement here. So it continues and respects the direction, the original direction, which is now down. Okay? Trend direction change. Here it went right up to the resistance line. It did its thing up there, retraced, confirmed, tested, confirmed, boom. Trend direction has now changed with this big movement. Lateral movement, testing, retesting, testing, retesting, not strong enough to make a major difference, because if you look at these movements here and you were to draw a line across here, all right? I wonder if I can do that. Let me see something. Can I highlight her pen? Can I actually draw a line across there? Oh, sweet. Awesome. So good. So if you look at this entire movement here, oh no, this is fun. Okay, between here and right up to the top, you see that when you go here, right, based on the length here, then it can tell you that my drawing is so terrible, it's ridiculous. I know somebody's laughing right now, most likely Natasha. All right, it's not enough to threaten this entire movement, so then it shoots down. Retracement again. Okay, if you draw a line across here, that's supposed to be a straight line, okay? Draw a straight line across there, it's not enough to threaten this movement. So what has happened? It follows and respects the overall trend and comes further down until it hits what? Support. Okay, you hit your support, check what happens again. Some lateral movement, W's and M's, something's about to happen. So check it, goes up, boom. So 1, 2, 1, 2, shot up. Okay, see that? Good. It shoots up again, back to the same scenario. So normally you would get around here being London. Okay, so I'm just gonna put L and D. So this is generally London session. We start this session around 3 a.m. or so, and from the London session, we're doing our thing, and then you come back down. And over here, you've got the Asian session. All right. And let's see if I can represent the Asian. So that's my Asian session. Okay, that's so corny. Anyhow, so you've got the Asian session right here. Generally, in Asian session, you've got a lot of consolidation. Not much is happening. So we don't do much trade in the Asian session. And then now you kind of move into your New York session. All right. So you got your London, Asian, New York. And we just kind of work with those sessions, okay? So we got the M's, we got the W's, we got another fake, okay? This is a fake right here. This whole this wick, right? So if you had a point down here, what it does, it makes you think, boom, it comes here, it shoots down. You're like, oh my gosh, it's going further down. Let me go do a sell. And you do a sell, it pushes down, and then no, trick you, gotcha, bitch, back up. All right. And it actually goes into buy, and you just now are crying because you just lost a ton of money. And it goes back up, all the way back up to your support, to your resistance line. All right. So again, just remember these things. Just look for the points. Break, test, retest, trend line structures. You want to use those. Multiple sessions of M and W's, and of course we got over here the breakouts. By the way, we call this a stop hunt. Right? The hunting, it stops you out. All right. So then we've got, of course, over here, we've got an example of a break, test, retest, break, retest, and continuation. Pretty much we will cover a lot of that over here. And it goes up to the point and test it and shoots down. And if you realize now what's happening is it's actually broken through the resistance, the support line. Okay? Why? As you see here, it came down for it. If it breaks that at all, and I'm not talking about with a stop hunt, it solidly breaks it. Guess what? Expect that it's going to go right down to wherever the next support or where support line is, whether it's a horizontal line or it's a vertical line. All right? It's going to go all the way down until it busts that, okay? Or if it breaks that, it's going to go all the way down here, okay? And or it might do this, goes up, all right? And then it might come right back down again, okay? This is what can potentially happen. So I hope that that section helps you guys to understand the different formations. I'll put this, I have this is as part of our group, one of the photos in our group, so you can just search the media section for that, okay? Okay, awesome, good. Now, I hope I got an eraser because I really don't even know how to get that stuff off the screen. Anyhow, let's move on, okay? Okay, good, it moves. So, this is just an example of some of the different patterns. You've got your bullish flag pattern. So, bullish, again, bullish is up, bearish is down. All right, so you've got your bullish flag pattern. And the reason I call it flag pattern, if you look at it, it looks like a flag. You know, you've got the pole, and then you've got this section here. If you draw that there, you draw that there, it looks like a flag. You know, it's blowing in the wind. Okay, looks like a flag. So this is the bullish flag pattern. It goes up into your trend, your trend line channel, and check the movements. Boom, up, down, down. Check the touches. So it goes up, touch, 1, touch, 2. So check it. Touch, retest, confirm. All right? And what happens next? Boom, breakout. That's pretty cool, right? It's like kind of knowing the future. So check the bullish. This is the pennant. So this is not a flag. This one looks like a pennant. Okay, I have no clue what a pennant is, but it looks something like this. All right. Again, pull. All right. Check it again. Touches. Touch. Retracement. Touch. Retest. That's number 2. All right. Retracement. Touch. Confirm. Then what? Breakout. Same thing. Touch. Retracement. Touch. Retracement. Touch. Retracement. Breakout. This is simple. I mean, this is really not hard. Same thing with the bearish patterns, okay? Pull, all right? But this is the bearish flag pattern. It's a flag, just inverted. It comes down. Touch. Sorry. So we come down, we touch the support line there. Retracement. Touch. Retracement. So test, sorry, touch, retest, confirm, breakout. Touch, retest, confirm, breakout. Touch, retest, confirm, breakout. You just got to know what to identify, guys. Same thing up here. It's all over here. Retest, breakout. Retest, breakout. Retest, breakout. All right? You just got to watch the lines, watch the trend. It's getting smaller and smaller with the wedge. Well, you know what a wedge is, getting smaller in the beginning. So you know what a wedge is. So you see it start off big and then it's wedging, it's coming down. Boom. Watch the pattern. Watch the pattern. Touch, retracement, retest. Boom. Confirmation and breaks out. If you understand what to look for, it makes chart analysis so much easier. So here's a couple of things that you want to look at here as well. What time is it? I think I'm moving too slow. It's after, oh my gosh, it's after 9 already. So let me just kind of speed up a bit here. All right, so when you trade, you want to follow a couple simple rules. All right. First of all, what is the trend? First thing, it's kind of like a checklist. It's like a checklist. Go to your checklist. What is the general overall trend direction? Is it up or is it down? If it's bullish, which is up, is the price at support. Remember, you've got resistance and you've got support. So if is it a bullish trend, which means is it going up, all right, or is it a bearish trend, which means it's going down, all right? Which one is it? If it's bullish, is the price at support, which means is it down here? If it's bullish and it's down here at support, it means that it's looking to make a movement upwards. If it's a bearish trend, is it at resistance? This is resistance, which means it's looking to make a direction downward. Okay, you got that. If it is bullish, is the price at support? Yes, it is. If it is, buy. If it's not, don't trade it. If it's a bearish trend, okay, and the price is at resistance, so it's up here, and the pattern is bearish, then if it is, sell. If it's not, don't trade it. It's really not rocket science, all right? Just follow the rules. Just follow the rules. So here's a trade that I made, I guess a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. I just did a screenshot of it. So if you check this here, I did 0.3 lots on this one. Doesn't really matter. Oh, here it is. This was the 23rd of March that I placed this trade. And as you can see, you see the candles, the reds, the greens, and so on. And I could see that this was actually a trade looking to go down. The overall trend was downward. It was bearish. So if you see here, I got a big candle here, big candle here. So I did my chart analysis, okay? As I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, between everything, I can see there's a point here, there's a point here. This huge candle with this big fake out it shows this is where it pushed up to. It didn't stop there. It came back down. That was a fake, but it's still important. And it's important because it tells you how much the market was pushing that particular pair up. And it went to this point and stopped. There was another wick that went up here. So what I did, and here's another one. So you've got a point here. All right. You had a point around here. You got a point here. And if you see, I got my points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott waves. Basically, that's another pattern, but not going to talk about that. So the Elliott waves, you can kind of draw it that way and put your points. Anyhow, so you've got, 1, 2. All right. I've got my trend lines drawn, as you can see. I found my resistance, which was here and here and here. 1, 2, run it through. I got my support right here. 1, 2, run it through. I don't pay too much attention to all the candles. There's some instances where you can actually cut through the wicks for a strong support line. Okay. So I got my support, I got my resistance. So I followed that trade. Boom, up, boom, down. All right. And as you can see, on this one, I did a buy. All right. I did a buy at 0.3. So it kind of went down here and then boom, went up. I made some money there. All right. I can't remember if I jumped out. I can't remember if I stopped. I don't remember what I did. Went up. And if you check this one later on, I don't have I didn't screenshot the whole section over here, but I had initially bought another sell. I actually bought a buy, got in, made some money, and then I actually made a sell on that one. And as you can see, what happened here, you can see there's a line up here, and there's a line here, and check it. It went up. I expected to go up. As you can see, this is the wedge because it's getting smaller. It's getting smaller. And then I expected to come back down. And as you can see, I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it from the full thing, but all the way down, man. That was a good day. That was a really, really good day. Just all of it. So all of this is money, 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 money. Nothing but pips. Nothing but pips. All right. So you gotta wait. You gotta be patient, man. You've got to be patient. Here are a couple other trades that I made just recently. As you can see, 3rd and 4th of April. So check this trade out. So I got in a sell stop right here. Right here. Boom, boom. See these green lines up here? These are my sell stop. So which means I expected this thing to go down. On this one, it shot up. It shot up. just above my sell stops, but I wasn't too bothered. You know why? Because I expected this to go back down. And as you can see with my sell stops, it goes up, it hit up there. I think it retraced, and well, then that was a good day as well. So as you can see here, again, you got your trend lines, you got up, down, all right, boom. Up to the trend line, touched it, back down, touched it, back up, touched it. Obviously, the next movement, unless it's a breakout, and it did break out a bit, okay? Let's check here. Boom, boom, boom. Got that W formation, all right? It did break out a bit there, but eventually then it came right back down. Why? Because you found the pattern. So it's going to hit the trend line, the support line at some point in time. Why? To complete the pattern. All right? Comes in here, got pull, boom, touch. Touch here as well. Touch. It's going to come back here, touch. And then, you know, this stuff is easy. And then you've got, you know, what we call divergence. That's a whole other topic, actually. We're not going to really get into that. But divergence, you know, if you got it down on it. Now, you know what? Let's not even touch that. That's a whole other thing with indicators. Not going to deal with that right now. Now, real quick, let's touch on things such as spreads. Why are spreads important? So again, I told you guys I've got accounts with multiple brokers. So this one is with my Pat's Forex broker. This one is with my Traders Way. All right, I switched from Pat's. So I started mostly using the Traders Way. I kind of test stuff on the Pat's account now, and these are some trades here, some stuff that you can do for Market Watch. Now, what's really important is these numbers here on your right. These numbers are so important. The spread, and to keep it really simple, the bigger your spread is, the bigger the commission your broker gets when you place a trade. They tip their profit out or their commission out at the beginning of the trade. Okay? So when you place the trade, whether it goes in your favor or not, it doesn't matter to them. They make their money. All right? So this happens at the beginning of a trade. You've got your spread, and the brokers take it out. So understand that every time you start a trade, it will begin in negative. Okay? Oh, and by the way, guys, just a quick update. For those of you guys in the group right now, if you if you took the signal that I gave you on NZD JPY, you might want to check your account right now. It should be up in nice profits. I just kind of took my phone up and looked at that. So boom, bang, get money. Nothing but pips. Nothing but pips. So, check out the spread. This spread over here is really big. Check, like huge. All right. The broker's going to take their profit out. And again, the thing about big spreads means that if it goes in your direction, you can make some big returns fast. But if it doesn't go in your direction, it's not going to be such a nice day. Which is why me and gold are not such good friends. I mean, I've made some good money on gold, but gold just doesn't give a shit about anyone or anything. Gold just does whatever the hell it wants to do, you know. But you can make some really quick and fast money on gold. All right, but you gotta know what you're looking at. All right. So guys, pay attention to these spreads. Again, this is why I like Traders Way. The spreads are quite low, and you can make some really good money. And not necessarily have to wait long. Here's another important reason why you want to pay attention to spreads. When you place a trade and it starts off in negative, you obviously want to get into things at a good position, and you want to make profit before your particular trend direction changes. Now, if you're scalping, which is like small trades, like 1 and 5 minute charts, by the time that formation happens, you may now be getting out of your spread profit, you know, and I don't look kind of like that. So you want to be able to get into profit as quickly as possible, okay? Hence, you want low spreads, guys. Oh my goodness, we're at the end of this. Okay, so basically, I hope you guys, I'm going to just open up for some question and answer right now. But for those of you who have been paying attention, who've been following our GhostFX channel, if you haven't checked out our channel on YouTube, please go to YouTube, check our channel out. There's not a lot of information there as yet. I literally only just started a few days ago. But if you're satisfied with our service, please go on there and give us some positive feedback, give us some testimonies. You know, really appreciate it. We've been having a fantastic time, a lot of wins. Real quick, you know, if there's some folks here in the room I'd like to bring on and just kind of talk about their experience with GhostFX so far, what they think about it, how it's been working for them. It's easy for me to talk, but I would rather to have a few people who actually are part of the platform to talk about what it's been like for them since they've partnered up with GhostFX. If you would like to raise your hand, if you want to say something, just go ahead and raise your hand that I can see that you're indicating, and I can unmute your mic. Guys, not the time to be shy. Testimonies are absolutely powerful. So yeah, we can do that. Otherwise, I'll just start picking. I'll just start picking person. I'm going to start with Winfield, man, because Winfield is like the energy in the group. Winfield just is on fire, man. Every day he's just cranking it up. Winfield, are you here, bro? Your mic is unmuted.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, good stuff, man. I know in the group, every day everybody knows Winfield right now, Dr. Jai. And you've been having an awesome winning streak, and so far since you got started. But don't let me say, you tell the guys that are listening that might be joining us for the first time, what it's been like for you since you started to trade with GhostFX, and what was where you were at before you joined GhostFX in terms of trading and so on, and where you are right now.
Well, I did try it before, doing the options and whatnot. I never did Forex before. This is actually my first time trying my hand with the Forex, and it has been good. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see you've been posting a lot of stuff. Would you say that you're winning streak? If you were to say like a 1 to 100%, let's say 1 to 10 in terms of how much good signals you get that actually turn into winners or have been winners, what would that figure actually be?
Like around 7 or 8 out of 10.
Okay, all right. Now 7 or 8 out of 10 is pretty big. You sure?
Um, well,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not
the
trying to make
first,
you doubt yourself.
but,
I ain't trying to make you doubt yourself, because I know for sure you've been seeing some good wins. I know 1 or 2 that you might have gone in late and missed those, but for sure I've been seeing you
and
doing
then
some stuff.
last night I missed one. Me scratching my head, but it's
You're not gonna get all, man. Not gonna get all. But again,
yeah,
man,
but true.
I appreciate your support, man, and just keep blazing and keep getting that money, man, for sure.
Thanks, man. Always, bro.
All right, so next up, guys, I'm gonna bring on my good friend from as long back as I can remember, Frankie. Some may call him Francisco. Frankie literally just started doing this thing the first time from yesterday, if I got it right. Frank, are you in the room, man? Frankie, are you with us? Yes, he is. He has no clue that I'm talking his name right now. All right, so we're gonna mute Frankie right now. Let's see who else we've got. Natalie. Oh, I've got someone's mic unmuted. Oh, that was Frank. Okay, Natalie, are you with us? I know you've been following. Tell us real quick, what have these signals been like for you? How do you feel about the service that you've been seeing so far with GhostFX? Oh, trying to unmute Natalie, but I'm not getting it done.
Hi.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, go right ahead. We can hear you loud and clear.
Actually, I haven't really. I had some problem. I was setting up my stuff, switching laptops and all of that. So I finished all that, but I was following, and I realized but I was following the trades that people don't know. I didn't actually do them, but most of them was on point. Out of 100%, I would say 90 was on point.
Wow, that's crazy. 90%. There are a lot of gurus right now out there that are calling themselves industry experts and and it's crazy. And here's the thing that you guys everyone needs to understand. These trades aren't trades that are being copied from anywhere. I don't copy no trades from anywhere. These are trades that I analyze and I get to you guys. So this is not no fake trading. I do the analysis. The only analyzer that is needed here, I do the analysis, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do the analysis as well. We don't copy trades. These are real life generic trades that are from actual real analysis, not from anyone else. And I'm going to show you guys to do just what I do and how I do it. Let's see who else we've got in the room. I'm not sure, Nikki, if you've been trading. No, I think you've just been following. But Nikki, what do you think so far of what you've been seeing in GhostFX? Let me see if I can get Nikki unmuted. And I'm trying, and I'm not getting Nikki unmuted for some reason. Nikki, you may need to unmute yourself if you can. Okay, not getting that done either. So we're just gonna keep it moving. Nonetheless, guys, again, I don't want to take this on too long. It's already 18 past 9. But again, I hope that you guys gather some great information from the training. Again, if you want to ask questions, just real quick, go ahead and do that. You can raise your hand. But we've been having a fantastic run with the trading. And the beautiful thing about what we do is it's a MLM free zone. Let me just kind of reiterate that. It's an MLM free zone, which means there's no talk about network marketing or multi-level marketing in this group. This is purely for the persons who have an interest in earning money from home or wherever without having to recruit, without having to build a team. A lot of folks that are with GhostFX now are persons who have been feeling pressure to recruit, or who've been paying extremely high monthly subscriptions and still not really making any money, unless they actually are willing to go there and recruit other people and so on. That's not what we're talking about here, all right? As you saw with Frankie, very first trade ever in Forex, and he made more in his first few hours with our group trading, his very first trade, than his entire monthly subscription. And that was one single trade, okay? My brother, Leslie, he got involved just a few days ago, 2 days ago. And again, his very first trade made money as well. Second trade made money. Third trade made money. All right. So this is happening. This is absolutely happening. As well, right now, guys, if you don't know, our group is, the war room is, sorry, the battle room is open to everyone. And, you're welcome to join. Anyone can join for free. After Saturday, that changes. To even get access to the battle room, persons will need to pay the subscription first. Obviously, as it is currently, persons who are part of the battle room, if you want to get the signals that I put out, then you definitely need to subscribe. And I'll tell you this, there's not a day that passes that you don't get winning signals. And that is not an exaggeration. Now, if you get late into the trade, you place it too late, or you don't set certain things, you don't still pay attention to it. I'm not saying don't pay any attention to it, but pay some attention. But what I'm saying is, since we actually started this group, every single day that I put trades out, people have been winning. Now that is crazy. And if you heard it for yourself, folks are getting 80 to 90% win ratio is madness. All right. But this stuff is easy. This stuff is easy once you know what to do, what to identify. Look for the general trend, identify the trend, and once you've done that, you come down to the lower time frames, you start to plot your trend lines, and you do your chart analysis. Then you go down to even the lower time frames, and you plot your entries and so on. You use your things like stop losses to jump out if you need to. People assume that you need to have a lot of money to trade in Forex. No, you do not. That is another myth. People assume that it is extremely risky. It is only risky if you do it wrong and you do nonsense and you do not follow the rules. If you follow the rules, then it is, to me, is easy. All right. Don't get cocky. Use proper money management and risk management when you're placing your trades. 4, find a mentor. I guess that's what I'm doing right now. Like I said, I wasn't looking to do all of this, but hey, if it's helping some folk make money, then why the hell not? All right. I'm going to keep it going. All right. And of course, get subscribed. If you're looking at the $50 a month and you're like, oh my gosh, another subscription is $50. Well, here's the thing. The $50 that is being charged is, I really don't care about the $50. Right? Sorry to say, I really don't care about it. I don't need it. I don't care about it. The reason that it is there is because when things are free, persons don't appreciate it. When things are free, persons don't take it seriously. So there has to be some kind of value that's added to it. Based on the signals that I'm throwing out, I could easily charge $100 a month. And guess what? I can tell you for a fact that persons will pay. Why? Because I win. I just win. All right? And that's what matters. People want to know, well, hey, if I pay $100 a month, but you can get me up to $100 a day, then it ain't even a thing. No issue whatsoever. But right now it's low. It's 50. It will go up. In time, not yet, but it will go up. All right. So you might want to grab it now. And while you're learning what to do, start earning. You got folks who don't understand a thing, but what they're doing yet. But they're plugging in the trades that I'm giving and they're making money. That's what matters, right? So anyway, with that being said, guys, if you're not as yet in our group, again, the group is free. Join the group for free. Get the Telegram link and get in the group. Pay attention. Follow the trades. Follow the information being placed in the group, and even subscribe. $50 a month for the education that you're going to get, and the kind of money you can make while you're waiting is phenomenal. Now, I'll add this last thing, and then we're going to close off. I'm looking at a situation where I'm going to have a trade mirror. What is a trade mirror? A trade mirror means that when I place a trade, it's going to automatically place a trade on your account. How do you like that? If you guys like that, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up or some forward, man. But that's something I'm looking into right now. You got trade copiers and trade mirrors. But I'm looking at the trade mirror where I place a trade on my account and it literally mirrors it onto another person's account. Now that's a service that I have to pay for though. Yeah, I gotta pay for that service. I'm actually looking into it. It's not fully set up or anything. I gotta pay for it. So that might be different. That most likely will be a little different to the current subscription that we have, because the current subscription is just you place the trades manually. I give them, you place them manually. Right now, that's $50. So when we do the mirror, it's probably going to be a bit more than that because I got to consistently pay for that. But trust me, that's going to be worth it. So in other words, you don't even have to worry about it. It's like, boom, if I'm looking at something right now and I say, hey, I like this, boom, place my trade, it's going to place that same trade on your account. You just got to, you will set your own lot size, you will set your own limits. So you'll say, you know what, any trades that come from here or through this system, I only want to risk this amount. You know what I'm saying? So I might be trading one lot, but you can decide to trade 0.1 lots. So you can manage your risks on your end and do, set those things up, but you'll be able to grab everything that I'm doing, especially if you're out or you're busy and you're moving, you can't get the chance to plug in and plug the trades in. Like last night was a big night. We made a couple $100 US in a few minutes. So if you're sleeping, guess what? But I'm up and I'm trading, boom, money. So that's going to be exciting. I am looking forward to it when that is done. That is going to come with a slightly higher membership, but that is going to be well worth it. I can assure you of that. Nonetheless, with that being said, guys, I see there are no questions. I want to thank everyone for coming on to this webinar. This is recorded, so I'm going to upload it to our channel, so you can feel free to review it at any point in time that you wish. I had a great time tonight. Hope you guys did as well. And again, get involved in our group, check it out, and make sure you get subscribed ASAP. Tomorrow's another day. We'll be ready to make money every single day, baby. Every single day. So have a good night, y'all. Hope you enjoyed the webinar. Give us some feedback on our YouTube channel. Again, if you like the information, if you're enjoying yourself so far, if you like the training that you're getting, let us know. Let us know. All this stuff goes towards our credibility for a new group that we have, for our new group. And all these things are going to make us even better, make us even stronger. And we can bless a lot more people as well. A lot of people are being helped, being blessed. And we are out here to change lives. We're not looking to get anything from anyone. We're not looking to force anyone to do anything or recruit other people and that kind of stuff. We just here to make money. You can stay home, do your thing. If you're frustrated with trying to get other people to do whatever, just stay home and make money. We making hundreds, literally, and thousands per day. Literally. Ain't no joke, ain't no demo. It's all real money. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you back in the battle room. GhostFX out. Get money. And for those of you who are subscribers, again, I'm going to be plugging some more trades in tonight. So expect from now throughout the night, more signals are coming, more money to be made. All right, the night is young. Have a good one. Bye-bye.